science fiction experience.
Planetary air. Check. Welcome back to Millennial Cringe. I just heard that term. I think it applies to me. I'm both of those things wrapped up together. Reflections 4. All right, now I'm looking through my notes. I am finally recording this. Oh, man. Iteration V4. Oh, my God. Okay. I think I need a nice pair of, not noise canceling, but at least isolated headphones. Okay. I'm going to sit cross-legged here. I've spent far too much of my life in this chair. Let me catch my breath because I moved more than 4 feet, so now I'm winded. Welcome back to this podcast, I guess, after a long hiatus. Hiatus is, of course, the name of the high-speed roller coaster I rode through the last year of my life. Or another analogy would be that scene from the 1996 film Black Sheep, where Chris Farley is violently plummeting down a very steep hill. To catch the listeners up, of whom there are possibly tens at this point, 10 years ago, when it was May 2024, I left my middle school job to begin working in QA at the video game publishing company 2K here in Vegas, famous for all the sports, every sports game, I believe. And I was very excited to get my first ever AAA video game credit. You can see my name in the long, long list of credits at the end of Civilization 7. Very cool little landmark. But due to some unfortunate decisions at higher levels in the company, me and the cohort of testers I was hired with, our employment ended sooner than we anticipated, by a few months. This sort of unexpected shift led to a descent in March of this year, much like Chris Farley shooting down the hill. I spent the next 2 months sort of panic applying to jobs. Sometimes I'd get close to a lead.
Thank you, Little Roots. Please stay strong.
At around week 7 after being laid off, I was delivering for Uber Eats to help my wife with at least a few of the bills and seriously contemplating quitting audio altogether when I got a call back from a company called Light & Wonder. Fast forward a couple months, and I am now working full-time as a composer sound designer. I'm able to finally support my wife the way she's supported me for the last decade or so. And all of this sort of has me like,
What in the hell was that all about?
What a year this has been. My goodness. Holy shit. So now I'm sitting here having settled nicely into my new sound designer role, having finished up a few side projects that are sort of residually left over from my freelance career. And I'm thinking this is either going to be the series finale of this whole podcast or the season premiere of the next season of this podcast. I don't know. It's my entire life is I'm sitting on another side of the table at this point. So it has me thinking about what the point of doing this is. What's the point of recording this? Like a lot of networking has happened on this podcast for me personally, and I feel like maybe now I'm in a position I can help people, but then is it worth continuing this format, or should I just start a new podcast, start something else? I have a lot of options now. I'm not in full panic mode. That's nice. That's real nice, actually. Maybe I just want to close the door on this chapter. I don't know. But anyway, I'm adjusting to my new gig and slowly decompressing out of my freelancer mindset, grindset mindset. Say yes to everything, always. Don't stay still or a bigger fish will chase your dinner away. Am I right? Am I right, everybody? Freelance squad? I got very lucky after years of being unlucky. And years of very, very hard work working toward what eventually got me hired. Anyone who thinks it's all luck or all hard work is incorrect. It's always a mixture. There might be 60-40 one way or the other, but there's always a mixture of luck and hard work in this, at least in this industry. I can attest to that. So people out there still grinding away, trying to get their portfolio going, get published projects under their belt. You just got to keep doing it until things line up. Some people don't have the grit for that. Some people don't have the patience. It takes a real sociopath to get where I got to. I don't, And I want to express my gratitude. Of course, you can't get anywhere without help. I want to thank most of all a big, huge shout out to Peter Inouye at Light and Water. If you're listening, I legitimately, you helped. You changed my life, bro. You stuck your hand down into the water of freelance hell and pulled me up. And it's I can feel like I can finally breathe now. So cheers to you, brother. And of course, Dave, Steve, and all the people that saw some things that they liked and want to give me money for those things. Thank you. But hey, this is why we're here. We're reflecting. We're thinking about all the things that got us to the present moment. God, it's just you have your needs met, like a whole lot less stress. I'm able to be a nicer person. Ask my wife. I've been just way nicer to her. Anyway, because I've received so much help and mentorship, I'd always like to be able to pass that on to people. So if you're the type of person who needs another set of ears on your work, or you want to share expertise, or if, whatever, I just, please reach out to me. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm not on any of the cesspool apps really as much. I think I have accounts on them, but I don't check them as much as LinkedIn. Not that LinkedIn's that great. It's actually a cesspool in itself. It's just more polite, I suppose. So reach out to me on the polite cesspool. If you're an audio person who needs another set of ears on your work, or just want to talk shop, please reach out to me. I only know what I know. I am but a humble student of life, but I sincerely do enjoy helping, so don't be shy. Grab the bull by the grab the Carpe DM. Grab Carpe my DMs. DM me on LinkedIn. I won't say that I could help you get a job in audio, but if you're someone who is determined to hone your craft like I was, reaching out to working professionals certainly won't hurt your chances. And I recommend that. All right. Next. So what happens now? Now that I don't have to fill every waking hour with freelance work? What do I just chill out? No, not this guy. I gotta create things all the time because I can't help it. I need a constant IV drip of validation from anyone who can hear my voice. Jesus. The real headline here is that there is a human person that was able to land full-time audio work in 2025. So what the dickens? Wow. It can happen. There is hope, at least until I record my next layoff podcast. I think the reason I need to document things is because it's 2025, and what a moment in history we're experiencing. This year has been the longest decade of my life. I don't care what your politics are. We are seeing the birth of a new era of human society, for better or worse. It looks like it's worse. I lean towards worse for several reasons that I won't get into, but you can probably triangulate my opinion there from if you know me. Like, just for example, like imagine aliens come to Earth like in this moment, and they come down in their beautiful advanced ship, and they come and they're like, "What has your species decided to do with AI technology?" And the leader of the free world is like, "We got rid of all the concept artists, which was a fake job." And the aliens are like, "Are you planning on using it to solve the climate problems your planet faces?" And he's like, "No, that's a hoax." And they'd probably leave and blow up our planet on the way out. Anyway, that's just another reason to make this little piece of generative AI-free content. There's no AI. No AI was used, not even in the conception of this. It's just me bashing my head against a Google Doc. You're welcome. That's why it's so good, right? That's why I have so many listeners. Like maybe authenticity is going to be a rare commodity in content in the future going forward. And I think that these frothing Gen AI hype goblins on LinkedIn would have you believe otherwise. But really, they're just trying to sell us a product no one asked for and actively making us dumber. Great. Whenever I've done these reflections episodes, I usually start just by vomiting my thoughts into a Word document and then return later with a clear head. I am now on my 4th revision of this episode. Having had, and like looking back on it, man, I was going through some shit when I was writing them. One of them, the first version of this episode was right when I got hired at 2K, and I was very hopeful. And then 2 and 3 were sort of, a lot of it was just coping. It's just therapy, right? It's like write the email, don't send the email, right? You vomit your thoughts into a thing and just kind of purge your thoughts, make sense of the world. Not even purge your thoughts, but like, I guess, process your thoughts. Anyway, this is the first time I've been in like a thoroughly good mindset while recording these, and I think that maybe that's why I'm posting it, just to like make sure that everybody knows I'm okay. I'm good. I'm okay. I guess I want to just remind myself and anyone listening that needs to hear it, that the world is more full of good people who mean well and want to help than there are billionaire sociopaths. So it's just hard to ignore the latter group in this present moment because they really are having a moment, aren't they? I don't really tell people to listen to this podcast, and that's on purpose. I can't quite bring myself to take it down, though. I do enjoy listening back to episodes because I love my guests, but also it's just for me, so just don't listen to any of it. I don't know. We're nearing the end of the year too, so maybe that's why I'm in reflection mode. I started doing this just to say I produced a podcast and network. It was a powerhouse networking tool that I recommend. This is like kind of like my digital front yard, full of rusted car chassis and sun-faded Halloween decorations for anyone to drive by and go, look at that psycho. Anyway, like I said, if you are interested in audio, please do reach out on LinkedIn. Unless you have to like pay for it through premium, don't do that. It's garbage. Don't. I'm here. If this is nothing else, it should be a reverse advertisement for LinkedIn Premium. Let's try. Why don't we even just record an ad spot for LinkedIn? Okay, so we'll get some acoustic guitar in here now. Just some sort of pleasant Ozempic sounding music. That's nice. Are you trying to get your career on track, but also want to trade your attention for dopamine? Try getting advertised to on LinkedIn. At LinkedIn, we want you to believe that you'd be a top applicant for these 200+ jobs and that your profile has appeared in over 100 searches, but actively work against you when you try to connect in a meaningful way to potential employers by paywalling the shit out of our networking features. Introducing LinkedIn Premium. For the low price of 4 Netflix subscriptions, you can solicit as many people as you want. Well, until you run out of Linky coins, and you can buy more of those. You might be asking, does this include an ad-free experience? No, f*** you. Our shareholders are breathing down our necks over here. What do you want to get us killed? LinkedIn Premium. Monetizing your existential struggle. Oh, and Wix. They do this thing where they discount you for like 4 years and then like bump up the price to like $800. What am I, one of these robber baron millionaires over here? What am I, a beneficiary of South African apartheid? Nah, man. I can't afford that. I'll see you on YouTube. Fucking. Ugh. All right, and now I'm going to read what I wrote here. It's a send-off. It's my advice to the youth, other than don't pay for LinkedIn Premium or a Wix website. There are many forces at play in this crazy world that fund mentally ill people talking into a microphone. And I don't mean me, at least not yet, because no one's paying for this. This is just, I'm doing it for free. The people that I mean are those who would stoke panic and spread misinformation and disinformation and have us all believe that we're further apart ideologically than we actually are. The truth is the majority of people are just chill guys, just with their hands in their pockets, standing in a wheat field And they want the same thing we all do. We all just want a little corner of the world to rest our little noggins at night, a little safe place so we're not going to get stabbed or BTK'd. A sense of community, a sense of purpose, a little bit of inner peace, maybe a little patio area to have a barbecue with your family. Christ. And young people out there, I see you sitting there with your vapes and your fucking little hopes and dreams. Or your complete nihilism in some cases. If any of you are listening to this, listen to the ideas that stand up to scrutiny and that aren't from a place of fear and anger and just panic, you know? Don't just believe someone because they said something. Go and check their sources, you know? Use more of your brain than just the STEM part of it. And when I say research, I don't just mean chugging a YouTube algorithm. I mean books, because there's a shortage of trust in this world that we live in now. If you're a little nihilist slug person, you're probably not listening to this anyway, but if you are and you're out there, my message to you is I get it. It's way cooler to not give a shit, but like, you don't have to be shocked by nothing to fit in with your peers. Having a modicum of empathy is not a weakness. It's how we survive on a goddamn speck of dust hurtling through space, because that's what we are. I'll quote Jerry Springer once said, "Take care of yourself and each other. And animals, if you can afford it." And if I had merch, I'd tell you to buy it in this section of this episode, but I got nothing. I'm in no one's pocket, okay? That's legit. I'm no one's mouthpiece. I speak only for myself. And this is pirate radio, motherfucker! Oh, there we go. I should just make the transition happen organically out of whatever I was just saying. So there you go, pirates. We're going to do pirates. So now we're going to fade in pirate ambience. We're going to have like a dock. So what we got? Like a tropical kind of island sounds. There's a dock. There's like old wood creaking. So here I'm getting on the pirate ship now. Hoop! That's me jumping over the little thingy. All right, now I'm sailing away, and 1600s disease-ridden outlaws drinking grog and actively getting scurvy. I just made so much work for myself. You know what? It'll be worth it. It will add value. All right. See you next time. Goodbye.